I've had some people on social media, trying to grill me. Like, what do you believe about every issue? Mm-hmm. Tell me what's your theology? And at one point I just tried, I'm completely on board with the Nicene Creed, completely on board. And it was very clear that was not enough.
Right. If you say the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed, you are in lockstep with the global church throughout all of history.
Yeah.
Like that is Orthodox Christianity, the Apostles' Creed, the Nicene Creed. But that's not enough for today's American evangelical fundamentalist MAGA world. They want to know where you are on your politics and social issues because they've...
Not just them.
Right, but they've lifted those up to creedal importance.
Yeah.
Which is a form of Christianity. I'm not going to say they're not Christians if they also affirm the Apostles' Creed and the Nicene Creed, but by adding these other issues in, they are casting out the majority of believers around the world from being legitimate Christians.
Well, we don't want that.
That's what fundamentalism always does. It increases the number of things you have to adhere to in order to be considered a sister or brother in Christ.
Right.
People are hungry for something that helps them divide between what is essential and what is not. The Nicene Creed does that by laying out, here's what Christians have always believed, but it's also helpful that it's so ancient and that Christians across the world and in different traditions have held to it. That gives you a greater leg to stand on when you're in your particular non-denominational church in America and you're trying to say, hey, we all have to believe these things to be Christians, and these other things we can disagree on. And maybe our church will still take a stance that's more specific than the Nicene Creed. That might divide us from other churches. But in terms of who we are able to partner with, in terms of who we call fellow Christians, brothers and sisters, it should be these things that define whether or not we can do that.